For a problem like number 4, again, you can use either of the methods. The fact that the denominator is already written as a single fraction will make it easy to invert and multiply. And so I'm just going to use the first method. Most students tend to prefer that method anyway. Okay, so based on that method, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert my numerator into one single fraction. So in looking at my two fractions in the numerator, I have an LCD factor of x and an LCD factor of x plus 1. So here is my LCD for the numerator. So what I'm going to do now, just like what we did in section 4.3, is I'm going to take the numerator of my first fraction and multiply it by any LCD factor that's missing from its denominator. So it has the x, it's missing the x plus 1. So I'm going to take 1 times x plus 1. And then I'm going to move to my next fraction's numerator, so minus 1 times the LCD factor that's missing from its denominator. So it has the x plus 1, this time it's missing the x. So when I look to simplify this completely, distribute my 1 through, I get x plus 1 minus x. The x and minus x cancel, leaving just the 1 over x times the quantity x plus 1. So here is my numerator written as a single fraction. And I can disregard the plus sign as well. Hey, I do the same thing with my denominator. However, my denominator is already written as a single fraction, so I don't even need to do anything else with that. I can go straight to the step where I invert and multiply. So instead of taking this fraction divided by this fraction, I'm going to multiply it by the reciprocal. So this 1 gets moved to the denominator, the x plus 1 gets moved to the numerator, and my last step is to cancel any common factors. So I can cancel my binomial factor, x plus 1. That's all I have to cancel. So I'm left with 1 across the top and just x in the denominator. And because you canceled a factor from the denominator in the process of working through this, you do need to restrict the domain. X can't be a negative 1. That's not apparent from the simplified form, so you have to add that as an additional restriction.